What's up, boys? Dirty Jersey here. I'm gonna show you guys how to kill Vet'ion. Now, me personally, the method I use has made Vet'ion a lot easier. I know a lot of people skip Vet'ion because it is a time-consuming boss. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Vet'ion is not that time-consuming with this method, but he does still hit you like a truck, so be prepared to eat. But at least with this method, you're pretty much guaranteed at least 1 kill a trip, and that's a good thing because the bank is right next to Vet'ion. So starting off here, we're going to go ahead and jump into gear. First thing with gear is the weapon. Now, me personally, the Vigorous Chain Mace, how the fuck you say it, doesn't matter to me, is a requirement. And that's just because Vet'ion is first of all weak to crush, second of all, this Chain Mace absolutely slaps him in the fucking face and drags it all the way down to his toes. So, you don't have this, go take your broke ass wilderness keys and get a couple million. Buy this chain mace, runs about 450 to 500, not too much, get the chain mace ready to go. From there, Vet'ion's not going to skull you, so bring 2 other best in slot items. Me personally, I like the Torture and I like the Prims because of the full Void that we bring along here, but if you don't bring Void, you can bring whatever you really want, doesn't matter to me, but you do want to bring at least 3 items because you will not be skulling. Now, if you understand how prayer works as well, and protect item is a thing in your life, go ahead and bring that 4th item. Me personally, the 4th item is always going to be an anti-PK item, just because there's always that 1 or 2 new people who want to come at you, and you can just get the quick kill with Drag Claws. Now, inventory setup, pretty basic, you know, your standard potions here, 2 brews, 3 Carom Bombs, these are required. If you don't have Carom Bombs, go fish them, go buy them, whatever you need to get Carom Bombs in your life, they are a beautiful thing. These let you 3 tick eat, or 3 eat in 1 tick, excuse me. Shark, brew, Carom Bomb. Now, Vet'ion will stack you for a lot of damage, so this will save your life a lot of times. Stamina Flask. Now this isn't required, but it is recommended. It makes things run a lot smoother because you are going to be doing a bit of running with this method. And also, to Vet'ion from the bank and back is a little bit of a jog too, so Stamina Flask is recommended. Steel Titan Pouch, this is required. If you don't have this, get your dumbass back to Rock Lobsters and start grinding for an hour because you need 99 summoning to get anywhere in this game. Glory, now if you're a scaredy boy, just go ahead wear it so you can go ahead right click and boom, now teleport and get out of safety. I'm not a scaredy boy, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that in my inventory, and if I really need to get out of there, which most of the time I don't because people in this game cannot kill me, I am a living god. But if I do, you know, come across 4 people and, you know, sometimes you just can't take on 4 people, we're going to go ahead right click, boom, I'm out. After I left click it. Vengeance, these are also required, make sure you get those, you don't have those, I don't know what the fuck you're doing on my video, but either way, go get Vengeance. Now, you ready to kill the boss? How do I get to this? You're asking me, Dirty, where are you? How do you get here? Well, you want to go ahead and press Shift T if you have the teleports set up for the convenience, instead of, you know, going to here, because why would you do that? You want to get the video options, and you want to find out which one here, right here. I just saw it. It said Shift T opens teleports. That's the one you want. Now when you press Shift and hold Shift and press T, you want to press F, and then you want to press J. That's mini games and Clan Wars. It's going to take you to Clan Wars right here where I'm at. From here, we're going to go ahead and run north, and then we're going to run a little bit northwest. Get out of the zone. Now Vet'ion's not far at all from the bank. As you see, it's just roaming about right here. So we're going to go ahead and drink potions, and we're going to start our prayers. Now, Vet'ion attacks with melee and mage. I have not noticed a difference between either, so personally I like to protect melee. And the reason for that is we're going to get Vet'ion to about half HP. Vet'ion hits about half HP. He's going to spawn 2 skeletal hellhounds and go immune. Now, the way we need to break the immunity is to kill these hellhounds, and this is where people have an issue, because they try to kill the hellhounds, but they're still tanking Vet'ion, so Vet'ion's doing a lot of damage, and they're doing more eating than attacking, and that's not what you want to do in this game. You want to attack, and you want to eat after you attack. So we're going to get this guy a little bit low. Now, keep in mind, he does smack you like a tank, and I should be using all this extra stuff, but whatever. Now he spawns the hellhounds. As soon as those hellhounds spawn, you are going to run down and you're going to find this tree stump. When you run to this tree stump, you're going to break Ve'ion's aggro because his aggro line ends around here. I think it's about here, but for the sake of making it easy, use the tree stump as a guide. You can run past it, doesn't matter to me, you don't have to be right there, you can do whatever you want. But look at that, you come back, Vet'ion doesn't want to PCU anymore, he's just going to stand there and he's going to look real pretty. But those skeleton hellhounds, they want to PCU, so we're going to go ahead and attack them. And we're going to get rid of them. Well, Vet'ion just stands there and looks pretty. Now what you also want to do is, because we're protecting melee and these hellhounds will not hit us, is use vengeance. And that's because, that's because when you get the hellhounds down, your vengeance cooldown will hopefully either be off cooldown or be low, so you're ready to get into the action. Also, this is a good time to heal. Vet'ion will not re-aggro onto you when you do kill the hellhounds, so go ahead, eat up, get the full repot up, make sure you're ready to go, veg is up, and we go back in. Now, you want to make sure you're spamming your summoning special and venge whenever you have it, but you just basically want to attack them. Not too difficult, not really any mechanics you need to worry about. You don't have to dodge anything, at least from what I've seen. Better off just sitting here and eating it like a man. So you go ahead and you smack Vet'ion. Eventually he's gonna die here. Now the Rigorous Chain Mace does make this a lot faster. As you can see, I'm smacking him for 80s, 700s, constant damage. And would you know, we got nothing. Now Vet'ion doesn't really drop anything. I'm gonna show you the drop table real quick. Wrap this up here. Now there is a few items. Iron Men, if you're watching this, you might be salivating a little bit. Look at these items, oh my god. Don't, because if you just walk southeast, you kill Venenatus and get this, the same things a lot easier. But if we scroll down to the uniques here, we can see he's got a Dragon 2-hand, a delicious 250k, regular gods, which is like 75 mil, but I think it's because people don't understand what it is, and that's trash. D-Pick, that's pretty good, 100 mil. Eye Balance, this is also good. Issue is you can't sell it, it's untradeable, so whatever. You get that, you kind of cut yourself. And Vet'ion Jr. Now, if you're killing this boss, you're most likely killing it for Vet'ion Jr. Don't try to, fool yourself. Vet'ion Jr. is a dope pet. So, if that's the case, then good luck to you. And hopefully, anybody watching this has gathered a little bit of information, and hopefully you don't have to skip Vet'ion every single time you get it. See ya.